Hi guys and welcome back to Car Focused. Hope you're all doing well. It's a lovely autumnal day here in England, a perfect day for a car review. And what do we got here? We've got a Mk3 Ford Focus ST3 diesel in stealth grey. And this has come from Fresh Motors in Watton, the garage who I've done quite a few videos with now. But this was fresh in their stock and I thought, I've got to give this car a try because I haven't driven one of these for a long time. I actually reviewed one almost 10 years ago when they first came out because I was very interested back then to see what the diesel was like. And I'm interested now to see what the diesel is like because it's been such a big gap. They seem relatively good value now compared to when they first came out. I think they retailed at about 28,000 in this spec when they first came out back in 2015. And this one now is just over £13,000 with 51,000 miles on the clock. So compared to what else is on the market and how much new cars are today, it doesn't seem like bad value. So yeah, the aim of today's video is to get out on it, have a drive. We'll show you around first and just discuss whether the diesel is worth buying. But yeah, anyway, I'd just like to say thank you to Fresh Motors. As always, like I say, this car is for sale with them. Go check it out on their website. I'll put a link in the description below. This car has been certified fresh, like all their other cars. It's got a minimum of 6 months MOT. Every car they sell has a minimum of 6 months MOT. If it has less than that, they will ensure that it's freshly MOT'd. It's gone through all the vigorous health checks. It's finance free, and it is good to be driven away today. So there it is, the Ford Focus ST3 diesel. Anyway, let's spin this camera around, have a walk around the car, have a quick look inside, and then hop in, go for a drive, and see if this diesel is, is worthy of being called a hot hatch, and is it worthy purchasing? Anyway, let's flip the camera around and have a look. So guys, look at that, what a backdrop. What a backdrop today. Beautiful blue sky, lovely green grass, some colour in the trees, and a stealth grey Mk3 Ford Focus ST, and the shadow of Mr. Car Focused. So yeah, this is the same colour as the Focus RS I had back in 2017. So yeah, the Mk3 facelift, so a more aggressive front end, nice honeycomb, a gloss grille with ST badging, got a grille for the intercooler down the bottom there, fog lights, xenon headlights. These headlights actually turn left and right with the steering wheel as well. Now we've got some as this is ST3, we've got the upgraded bigger wheels with Michelin Pilot Sport 5 tyres. These are 19-inch wheels. You can get these in black as well. I actually prefer these in silver. I think it kind of gives it a fresh look, but black does look good with the Stealth. So either is a good option. These cars come in a 5-door. Bit noisy here, there's some jets. There's an F-15 up there somewhere. I don't know if you can see it, no you can't. Yeah, so these come in 5 doors only, but it just adds to the practicality. Moving around the back, we've got the ST Centre exhaust, the trademark ST Centre exhaust. It shares exactly the same styling with the petrol. This car, there's no, as far as I'm aware, there are no visual differences between this and the petrol. And we've got the ST spoiler, so obviously smaller than the RS spoiler, but still, a nice size. Quick look in the boot. Now the boot isn't huge in this, I don't know the exact sizes, but not the biggest boot. It's kind of compromised because if you lift this up, you've got a spare wheel, and this one's got the subwoofer as well. So yeah, not the hugest boot, but it is enough for your kind of day-to-day shopping. Yeah, it's enough for the average stuff that the average Joe gets up to. LED rear lights. Yeah, so quite a nice looking car. And you wouldn't know it's a diesel. No diesel badging at all. So moving into the inside, now being ST3, we have got the leather Recaros, very hugging, heated as well, and electrically adjustable on this car. We've got the illuminated ST kick plates as well. This one's got a heated steering wheel, which is a nice little option. Quite a nicely spec'd car, this one. And yeah, now these Mark III Focuses, they're renowned for kind of wearing on the steering wheel. This one's got a good wheel, it doesn't have excessive wear. We've got the Mk3 system there with the dual climate control, auto climate control. And these cars have really good storage. You've got this slidey thing here with the dual cup holder which can be adjusted, and then in here you've got this little compartment which slides out the way and you can get a huge bottle in there, and it just swallows up anything that you can fit in. And then under the armrest, more storage, SD card, USB cable there. Yeah, boost pod on the dashboard. Now that may be the only difference inside. I think it's probably more boost on the petrol one, but again, I'm not 100% sure. Very noisy jets. Yeah, moving on to the back. Now what I like about these, it's a 3-seater in the back, but it's also sculpted Recaros, so it's like a sculpted bench. Now in the Mark II Focus STs, with the leathers, it was just a 2-seater in the back, whereas these are a 3-seater. So yeah, there we go guys, that is the inside of the Focus. Quite a nice place to be. I still think they look pretty good. Yeah. Anyway, let's jump in and go for a spin. Here we go. Buckle up. So inside the Focus ST, it's a nice place to sit. I really do like these Recaros. They are very nice and hugging. They just grip you nicely. Quite a firm base, a bit firmer than I remember, but I fit perfectly into these bolsters. So no complaints here. So when we start it up, that is when you know that it's not a petrol, because you do get that agricultural should I say, diesel sound. Don't know if you can hear that. So it's a 2-litre diesel, turbocharged, pushing out around 185 horsepower. So it's basically the standard 2-litre diesel unit turbocharged that Ford were using, and they've tweaked it up. So it's had some ECU tweaks, different exhaust intake, that kind of thing, just to get a bit more horsepower out of the car, and they've chucked it into this. So yeah, a bit of a weird combination, but it obviously means that you get wicked fuel economy compared to the petrol. And a massive bonus is this car, because it's a 2015, is £20 a year to tax. £20 a year. That is crazy. So driving the car about, it's, you know, it's a little bit firmer because it's an ST, so the suspension has been stiffened up. We've got 19-inch alloy wheels as well. But I was quite surprised actually when I was driving here. I was expecting a more of a stiffer, fidgety ride, which these kind of STs normally offer. It's actually a little bit more supple than what I remember. So it's actually quite a nice drive. It's quite a pleasant drive actually, but it does feel quite flat. So you can tell it's going to be quite good in the corners. We've got a 6-speed manual gearbox as well. Now these diesels did actually come in a power shift option, unlike the petrol, which was manual only. So you could spec the power shift, but not many people did. I don't think Ford Power Shift is renowned for being a really good automatic gearbox. The manual is the one to have, and it's a nice slick 6-speed manual box. So yeah, now the engine, so like I say, it does have that kind of agricultural sound to it, but it's what you kind of expect from a diesel 4-banger. Now I read some reviews before I came here today, just to kind of familiarise myself with people's opinions and stuff on the car, and there was a lot of comments about it being really slow, it couldn't pull the skin off a rice pudding, blah blah blah. And I was trying to remember back to how I remembered it being in terms of its power. So when I got in this car, I was expecting it to be really slow by what I was reading, but in actual fact it's not too bad. It probably feels a bit quicker than what I was expecting. So I mean, if you're in second gear, for example, I'll get it down to kind of like 1,500 revs. If you put your foot down, it's a little bit of a lag, and then it does sort of up to 4.5, 3,000 to 4.5, it does waft along quite nicely. Obviously after 4.5 it does start to die down, because that's just the characteristic of a diesel engine. You have to make use of all that kind of mid-range torque. But it does have really good mid-range torque. So from around that kind of 3,000 revs area, it does pull itself along quite nicely. And honestly, if you're just buying this car, something that looks good, you want it to be a bit of fun and something that's not too slow, it's actually perfect. So I think kind of Ford did quite well balancing that, the whole kind of cost to run, performance, style, feel. I think they got that pretty right. And if you want to go faster, you can map these, and obviously you can increase your torque figure by quite a substantial amount. And I have driven a mapped one, and it was pretty spicy, and you're probably going to get it more in line with your petrol variant then. I mean, 0 to 60 for this car in its standard form is about 8 seconds, which by today's standards is quite slow. But you're not using this car for its 0 to 60, you're using this car for its in-gear acceleration and its kind of point-to-point kind of capabilities. This particular car, just looking around while I'm driving here behind a learner driver, it's actually it's done 51,000 miles, so a relative amount, not for its age. It's actually really clean in here. Like I say, the steering wheel is showing little to no signs of wear. The bolster on these Recaros is really good. Normally these kind of like start to lose the leather, or they get a bit scuffed up, or the stitching starts to fray. And yeah, the handbrake looks good. All the touch points are really good. A little bit of wear on the gear knob, but on the whole, the interior of this car is cracking. It's obviously been quite well looked after by the previous owner. Anyways, we are about to head out onto a little back road now, where we can put the car through its paces slightly. So here we go. So we've got the national speed limit sign. I'm in third gear, 30 miles an hour, 2,000 revs. Put a foot down, a little bit of a delay, and then there we go. It starts to pick up. It's definitely quick enough for a back road like this, that's for sure. Brakes feel quite responsive, really good. Down to third again. We've got a left-hander here. What's the roll like? Yeah, brakes are good, more than sufficient for this car. It's good fun. And you keep the car in that power band, it just keeps on wafting along with no kind of drop in power. Just don't rev it too high, because then it will feel a bit strangulated. But yeah, takes these bumps pretty well. Bit of a lightness to the steering as the speed increases. You get a bit of a light feeling to the front end. But overall, for a diesel, I mean, I don't know why I'm saying that, because diesels are pretty good these days, aren't they? It is fun, and it does give you that kind of hot hatch feel to it. Oh, nice little cambered bend there. And yeah, and you can kind of keep it in third gear and just use all that torque just to pull you along and whip you out the bends. Not a problem at all. We're going to second gear now. Second gear, no wheel spin, no fuss up the front, slight bit of torque steer, but nothing horrendous. Yeah. I've done a great job with this. It's kind of weird because you have got that rough diesel, but you've got the feel and the handling of your traditional Ford hot hatch. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird sensation, but yeah, keep it in third gear is the one, and then take it to 4.5, change gear, fourth gear, and then you get the torque again and you're wafting along nicely, and there's somebody in front of us and we're on the brakes. Like I say, brakes are very good. Yeah, I like it guys. Like, to me it does make sense. It really does make sense. I mean, as a daily car that doesn't cost the earth, absolutely peanuts to tax, really good on fuel, but also it's a greasy road now. Yeah, scrabbling for traction a little bit, but also offers you the fun that a petrol ST would. And then you've got the option to map and make it go faster. It just seems like a no-brainer. And as far as I'm aware, these 2-litre turbo diesel engines are pretty reliable. I mean, somebody might want to correct me, but I've not heard any horror stories of these things going really wrong or anything. But I'm having quite a bit of fun on these roads. Yeah, she's good. She is good. And this is just like, this is what the old, it's not that old, is it? Well, it is that old. It's 10 years old now. It doesn't feel 10 years old to me, this car. But this is from a generation of Fords that were good fun. And they still are, to be fair, even though they are somewhat watered down now, but and it kind of feels like, because you've got that torque, that the torque gives you the sensation of the sort of being pushed back in your seat a little bit. And it kind of feels like you are going a bit faster than you are because you've got that torquey sensation. So when you actually look down at the speedo, you're not going ridiculously fast, but it does feel like you're going fast, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it is fun. It is fun. And it is quite surprising. So it kind of does everything pretty well. It cruises along nicely, albeit a little bit firm, but that's what you've got to expect from a car like this. And then you take it on a road like this and you get the smiles. I mean, I am actually genuinely smiling from this car. But yeah, that's it from me, guys. I really enjoyed this car, a little drive of this car today. Like I say, I'd buy one, and if you're in the market for one, then go check this one out because it is for sale and it's a lovely car. Check out the link in the description below. Anyway guys, that's it for me. I hope you've enjoyed this video of this Focus ST Diesel. Until the next one, as always, take care and I shall see you soon.